Yeah, it's banking. Yes, I've dated. I think 1 Alright, I see message. Oh no, you still have date. Okay, I see.
Yeah, as I was saying, we're talking about liabilities. As I've said, most people invest in liabilities. That's like Namka, you see this weekend ago. So someone is gonna be blowing expensive bottles. You're gonna be drinking expensive bottles. Tomorrow, what do you have? It's only pictures. But the way you were thinking, the always know. But it's true, guys. Because this is why I always say, let's check something about pub owners. Show me one pub owner who stays in Soweto. If pub owner will be in Soweto and what if they're living in estates and all of that. So the pub owner was smart to generate money out of someone. If you drink and stuff, not the case there. As long as there's a balance. As long as you know when to spend and when to
save or invest.
And stuff. You just need to have a balance. Because most of the time, we have one side, the other side is not balanced. And then, the depreciation is something that goes down in value for extends clothes. This thing, if I buy it for 500, you think next time it will be worth 500. Every time I wash it and stuff, it goes down in value. It's depreciation. Then appreciation is something that goes up in value. For instance, this property goes up in value. If maybe they bought this property for 5 million, 5 years down the line they said will it still be 5 million? It's gonna be even much up, maybe 7, 6, depending. Unless if the economy crashes. But most of the time the property goes up. So it depends whatever assets that you invest in, they go up in numbers. They have a balance sheet. So a balance sheet shows it's an account that shows assets versus liabilities. The balance sheet shows it's a statement that shows assets versus liabilities. Unfortunately, most people only have liabilities. When it comes to assets, it's zero. But it's true, guys. Because even if you can go around our small businesses, you know what a balance sheet is about cement. So when I try to break down this, like even when I use the finance and the accounting assets already, that one is too deep. Then shares is the ownership of a company. So shares, it stops. So what I will be talking about. Management is handling resources or administration of resources. So part 1 of today is going to be, it's not about how much money you make, it's what you do with what you have. Like as I've said, most people think I'm going to start doing things once I have enough finances, once I have enough resources. That's not going to happen, guys. I don't want to lie to you. If you can't be disciplined, etc., there's no way you manage 20 bucks. Because finances starts with small amounts of cash. And then it starts with small amounts of cash because money follows your habits. So if you're a spender, even when you make more money, you become a spender. If you're an investor, the more money you make, the more you invest. Like as I'm saying, I'm sort of micro-lending space. I'm not one Patani and that's Friday. The very same person your phone and money can borrow money. So you see they are rounding around one place there. Because that's the danger of debt, guys. Because let's make an example of where is this coin, where is this cash? So you see it's 80 bucks then. So let's take your 80 bucks. During the month, you have much only some when they keep 20 bucks. And then, so which means from the salary, you think that 20 bucks is gone. So you see you're no longer earning 80 bucks. You're earning how much? 60 bucks. When your 60 bucks comes in, you're which is this one again. Then food, you're gonna be short of money. What are you gonna do? Go borrow food. So you see what's happening. We are rounding around one second. Because it's not about how much money you have, it's what you do with whatever you have. So I want us to touch on a parable here. I believe most of us believers also believe the Bible, right?
That's right.
So yeah, the Bible can learn a lot of things. You can learn finances. So now we are getting a lot from this white man's book. Whatever you may refer to it. So in the book of Matthew, I think when you have time you can just take it, you can just read it. So in the book of Matthew, where what's this thing called? Where the master, get 3 servants. So the first servant gave them 5 talents. The second servant third servant gave them what? 1 talent. And then he gave them the money, then the master went away. So what happened? The one had 5 talents, and the 40 for his talents will refer to it as money. So the first person did what? The first took the 5 talents, they invested them, became what? 10 talents.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, as I was saying, 7 took what? 5 talents. They invested them, they became what? 10 talents. The next one took the 2 talents, invested them, they became 4 talents. The one had 1 talent, he took the money, he hid it. And then after he hid the money, when the master came back, he asked them for accountability. The first servant, he was asked, what did you do with the 5 talents? He showed them, when I took 5, I multiplied 2, 10. The other one, I took 2, I multiplied 2, 4. The other one said, no, I did not do anything, I hid the money, and I did not invest. Then the master called him, you wicked man. You couldn't even take the money and put it in a bank at least to get some interest. So what does this parable teaches us? It teaches us about what? It teaches us about management. But if you don't manage, before I run away from the story, after the one did not invest the 1 talent, the master took the talent and gave it to the one who took 5 and multiplied. And then, so what this thing is showing us, it's all about, it's showing us obstacle.
Focus, bro. Focus, it's all good. We'll sort it out.
You already just raise my thing down if it gives you. It takes it away. If you can't manage one time, it takes it away. But in the Bible says,
Just recording, is it not the second speaker?
will be trusted in man. Use unfaithful to you're gonna lose it. Same thing with money. Don't take care of your money, someone else will take it. Also will take it away from you. Much of it will take away from you. You understand? So that's how it works. So if you don't take full care of it, whatever, can't handle it. Because most of us is really about basic self-management. Because if you can't manage something, you're gonna lose it. It's like if you can't take care of someone's thing, you're not gonna get your own thing. It's like if I borrow you my car, and you can't use my car, well, you think you'll be blessed with your own car. Because you couldn't manage what you've been borrowed. So that's what society is making the most when it comes to management. Because guys, I guarantee you, take 5 people from your WhatsApp. Check how many of those people are working. Ask them if they still have their last month's salary now. Especially as people are above 35 going upwards. Ask them if they still have their salary now. If poverty no, do you think it's coincidence with our it's because the lack of management started while they were still. Yeah. I remember this other time helping this other lady in the bush when she was moving out. So that lady seems like she was a nurse or something. She was saying, before but this person is proper finish, I said the difference between the two of you, the other one is good with management. When I have good management, it's not who has the most, it's who manages better. So you see, people don't want to take responsibility. Because you can't say better people are using a black engine. In our way, the person did not want to take what? Accountability. Because I think that's why black people we don't want to take accountability. We mismanage things, and when things don't go well, we start playing about blaming games. Because till today, people are still blaming apartheid. Most of us were not even born during apartheid, so you can't be blaming apartheid. If you are from or you are the problem. The next thing the parable teaches us is that God protects his management from mismanagement. The reason some people are broke is because they cannot do what? They cannot handle whatever that they earn. So guys, I took this article from News 24. So you see what it says. It says people with an income between 180,000 to $500,000 per annum. Yeah, below. Then it says below vast majority of the income is blown away fast. So it says on an average it takes 5 days to spend 80% of their salaries. Do you think this is true? Because most people within 5 days, 80% of their salaries is gone. So is it normal this thing, guys?
Never days.
Because how do you make 15,000? So you see with 15,000 is quite a good salary to start with. So imagine someone who's saving 15,000, that 15,000 doesn't even last them, wages at this thing, doesn't even last them 5 days. That 15,000 is gone. So that's the problem. That gives a long month for most of those who are making between 50,000 and over 40,000. It says a fifth of their income has to stretch them over 3 weeks. So which means almost something that 20% for the next 3 weeks doesn't make sense. That's why people end up going to how much money is borrowing money and stuff. Then it says, surely most of you were thinking that you need more money. I'm sure that's what most of you were thinking, right? Which you need more money to prosper. You see, that's what you were thinking. The problem is not money, the problem is management. And then, so the most important thing I want you to leave on part one is management. Because it doesn't matter whether you make 50,000, 100,000, if management are equal, it's still gonna be leggy. And then look at how many tender players get money and then they blow it away. Because first thing about cookie project, they million when instead of investing, what do? Say, oh, wanna buy expensive bottles, wanna impress the ladies. What it is was also good, I was selling an next. That's the sad part. Now we make money. We all know that, right? So some guys just make money and be humble. Because look at the boots, the boots of shiny khaki, boots, that person is worth from 5 million. When I 100,000, so football, so shama bag boots, let's change our mentality. And then it's time now we think generational wealth now. Because this thing when we die, we leave our kids with clothes. So I want you guys to take down these 3 questions. Then,
this thing keeps on dumbing mid-video.
Okay, yeah. Should we use this?
Yeah, I think so. Your one just keeps on going dim and I don't know what's going on.